Hey lovies, this is Michelle here at Life Matcha Tarot. Happy November for those of us who are in the Eastern Standard Time. It is November 1st. I can't believe it. My birthday is in like a month and a half. I can't fathom it. But anywho, hope that you guys had a productive and positive week. Hope that you guys have been taking good care of yourselves. Easier said than done. Trust me, I know. Um, but I'm definitely already picking up on an energy before I even pull cards of self love, self care, um, rest, and rejuvenation for somebody. So let me know if that resonates when you guys start popping in or if you watch at a later time. But anywho, um, for those of you who end up watching and you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you like what you see here and decide to stick around. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Um, all that good stuff. Uh, and if you've been rocking with your girl for a while, welcome back and thank you for the continued support. So nobody's popped in just yet, and it is midnight, so, and I usually don't go on this late, so, but, maybe I'll attract a new audience or something, or, I just felt guided to do this. Spirit guided me, so it was a long day, but I had a lot of stuff going on, but I'm here. So let's get started. I'm gonna pull a few from the Kipper and then a few from the Energy Oracle deck to see what's going on for the overall energy for the month of November, and then we'll tap into the other portions of the reading as well. So, excuse me. So Spirit, let's see what does the collective need to know at this time for their highest good when it comes to the month of November. Clearest and most accurate messages, please, and thank you, Spirit. All right, so a lot of stuff when it comes to maybe family dynamics, and that makes sense because for those of us here in the States, you know, those of us who celebrate Thanksgiving, some of you might be really focused on spending time with family. Some of you might be getting ready to travel to see family, or people come in and travel to see you. I'm getting something like that. Safe travels, everyone. All right. But family definitely playing an important factor for some of y'all. All right, Spirit, what does the collective need to know at this time for their highest good? Clearest and most accurate message, please, and thank you. Okay, maybe 3 from here, maybe 3 from another deck. All right, official person. Interesting. It's on the bottom of the deck, so let's get a little bit of energy around what's going on with that. I wonder if it has something to do with work. Okay. Yep. That's one of the cards that popped out. Okay. Spirit is like, oh, yeah, it's got to do with work, all right. So as I was about to say the words, then it showed up and a whole bunch of cards fell, but only some of them came up right. So, wow. Okay. So something maybe surrounding work. For some reason, I just picked up on some of you guys might be trying to request time off or something, and somebody might try to block it at work. I hope that does not happen, especially with the holiday season popping up. So I'm getting something along those lines. But let's see what's going on. That was weird that all those cards just spilled out like that. All right. So what's going on? Hey, Williams, how are you? All right, so there's the most accurate message. That was very interesting. Make sure I didn't lose any cards. What does the collective need to know? We have a few cards that came out. Okay, so some of the same energy that I was picking up on before. Okay. So there's a lot. Hey, babe. I thought you were asleep. All right, so we have courtship here. So your relationship or like maybe dating might be kind of an important factor. We also have like, and I did pick up on this, like when all those cards fell out, that's one of the things I was picking up on was something about work related stuff. Like I'm getting like boss hounding you kind of energy, like something like that. We have toil and labor here. Occupation, I had saw somewhere just a second ago too. Great fortune and family room, which we saw before, and imprisonment. So I'm kind of getting like feeling like between like a rock and a hard place with something. Like some parts of this month might be great, and then some part, like I feel like the family dynamic part is going to be good, but there might be something going on with work. But you're trying to kind of figure it all out, and yeah, I'm getting like moving on from maybe a job because they don't hold you in high honor. I'm getting something along those lines. Um, So like kind of like playing in your face a little bit, especially like if you're trying to request time off or something. I'm getting something weird like that. Let's get a couple more from here. But like I said, I've been picking up on like relationships in your life being important too, but in a very positive way, especially when it comes to family. Tell us more. Interested. Yeah, see, like it's out again. Okay, so we have adjudication here. And it came out with high honor in the reverse. And that's the same energy that I saw just a second ago too. Um, like not being recognized for your hard work and dedication is kind of what I'm getting. And then look, distant horizons is here again. It's like distancing yourself from something. Yeah, like you've been in this place of despair for a while, maybe at a job, and you're like, I'm ready to go. Yeah, look, as I say that, you're ready to go. Changing in gears, switching gears. One more from here. Let me know if this is resonating. I for one can say I resonate with that. Time to jump ship. Main male. So it could be a male figure that's kind of important at this time. Yeah. Tell us more about that main male. Maybe your boss is a male. Yeah, it's like there's this male energy that I feel like you're moving away from, possibly. And on the other side of that journey is some type of gift. And it's going to provide a lot more stability too. We also have house on the bottom of the deck. So some of you might be thinking about moving. Some of you might be thinking about moving. As I say, you know, there's some changes happening. So yeah, there might just be like certain energies around you right now, especially a male figure of some sort who might be like deceptive, who tries to kind of block things or it causes blockages. Like even if it's not intentional, like they could be a true asshole. And in some cases they just might just, you know, be causing like some I heard the word havoc, causing like an uproar, like just causing, you know, delays or something in your life. Yeah, because look what we have before I even shuffle the cards. We do have storm warning here, so like storm warning ahead, they're letting you know. You know, there could be, you know, some things get ready to transpire, so this is just some warnings, I feel like. But I do feel like other areas of your life in the month of November are going to be looking pretty good. We'll see when we do a deeper dive. Right now, it's just like a general synopsis of what to expect. Keep in mind that, you know, this is a collective message, so take the messages as they resonate and leave the rest behind, because they won't resonate with all of you. All right, so we have second chakra, Archangel Ariel here, which is the sacral chakra. So I'm getting kind of like maybe some creativity, a spark when it comes to an interest in terms of career, especially because we keep getting like this career change thing happening. So I mean, I love it with that great fortune. It's like, and the gift card too. It's like, as you distance yourself from whatever you're currently doing, if you've been thinking about moving into a new career field or a completely new job altogether, something like that. Tell us more. Let's get maybe 3 from here. What we got? Yeah, we have adjacent possibilities. So there might be some different opportunities going to come your way or choices to be made. Yeah, that help lead towards your happiness with the sun on the bottom. I heard the word fruitful. Getting out of a place of lack and stagnancy. Tell us more. Okay, maybe 2 more from here. This is the second time that the cards just like flew out like crazy like that. It's so weird. That doesn't typically happen, but the ones that flipped up I will take. I have a few. Ooh, I love this. Okay, so we have cornucopia. Yeah, it's like, you know, your fruits coming in, right? That harvest. We are also in the fall season, and it's also, you know, November. Thanksgiving is coming up, so, you know, what does that kind of give you, right? The little cornucopia and all the fruits and whatnot. It's like, and then the number 11 on there too, which is like representing justice. Like all that hard work being able to pay off that you've manifested in the magician and the mirror here. Your manifestation's kind of coming in finally. And we also have the temple path. So the path is like lit up for you guys right now. There's something that's about to start happening that, you know, you probably have been waiting to, like, for it to happen for a while. And this is something that's really like near and dear to your heart. We have 4th chakra Archangel Raphael here. Oh wow. Hi Ari. That's crazy. So yeah, you know, I picked up on possibly moving. Like I got like a few different things, like moving on from things. Like wow, that's kind of crazy. Yin and yang balance, right? Balancing it all out. You might be seeing the number 11 a lot or the number 22. Yeah. You got to remove yourself from like deceptive people, deceptive situations. Yeah, and it took a lot of strength to do this. A lot of strength. Some of you might have Leo in your chart, but I'm also just getting this energy of, we did see change show up in the other deck like 2 or 3 times. And the number on here is 50, adds up to 5. And 5 is all about change. Let's get one more from here. Yeah, so it's always good when at least one person resonates and can say, oh yeah, that makes sense. That sounds like part of my journey or story right now. But good luck on what comes with this whole moving energy, because you know, being able to, like, moving by yourself is hard. I did that before. It was really, really tough. And like I had to pack up a 2-bedroom apartment by myself, and the only help that I did have was putting it on the truck. But everything else I did on my own, and it was really hard. And I cried a lot. Like a lot. We have women holding a coin here. Hey, Lotus Flower, how are you? Um, yeah, so getting in your bag too, and we talked about that before as well. I was saying I'm picking up on like new career opportunities, raises, things like that. Um, 6th chakra Archangel Metatron here. And yeah, see, walking away, right? Removing yourself, distancing yourself. And it's like, this is something that, you know, with like that third eye energy, you know, this is something that you guys have been like saying to yourself, you know, that this is something that needs to be done. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's time to move forward. Yeah. Goddess of the Moon is all about intuition, right? It's also about standing up against, you know, fears and anxieties that might have been deterring you from moving in a new direction, right? So that's where we are so far. That's just a synopsis of what you guys might encounter this month of November. So now we're going to tap into the love portion, just to see what's going on there. Like I said, keep in mind everybody's on different timelines and got different situations going on. Some people are dating, some people are not. Some people are interested in dating, some people are not. Some people are in relationships, some people are not. So, depending on where you are, some messages will resonate and some won't, and that's perfectly okay. But look, so we got deception here again. So for some of you, remember we were talking about deception even a little while ago. Maybe you're moving on from a deceptive person, right? Even in terms of love, possibly as well. Um, for some people, it could be like more like a past energy. Some people, this could be their current energy. So again, take it as it resonates. There's definitely an energy of just being mindful of the energy you keep, just in general, right? Different areas of your life. So whether it's just, work related, love, family, friends. As I've been shuffling, the card that I keep seeing it says yeah, this card. So this like 3 times while I've been shuffling. Um, on the table, offer, proposal, and commitment. So some of you might be getting ready to be presented with a higher level of commitment when it comes to love. um, yeah, exactly. That's why I mentioned that, because I want people to recognize and understand that we're all on different timelines. So what might be happening for one person might have already happened for the next person, and so on and so forth, right? Let's get a couple more shuffles. It's a big deck. There's 2 decks put together, so I'll make sure they're well shuffled. Hey girl, hey, my soul sister in the building. All right, so see, some happy Halloween. So I had said this before. Some people might be in this kind of mode right now, right? Alone, abandoned, lonely, lost. The divine is within you. So some of you might be like focusing more so on like self-love versus actually dating, which is perfectly fine. I mean, wherever you are in your journey, that's what you need to be doing at this time. Um, some people, if you are involved or dating, might be feeling a sense of abandonment or like lonely. Take it as it resonates. We have gossip that came out, but it came out kind of like crossing petty, jealousy, and envy. So there might be people who, like, let's say if you're in a relationship, there might be people who are you might be like the talk of the town. I just heard talk of the town, people talking shit or whatever. They could mind the goddamn business. Tell us more. What else is going on for the collective for the month of November when it comes to love, spirit? Two. Ooh, okay. Now for some of you, we also have a magnetic pull happening here for someone. It says magnetic pull, unexplainable pull, can't resist. Nice. Along with ego. Pride, jealousy, self-preservation, walls, let your guard down. So that might be one of those changes that have to happen in order to receive this gift. It's a part of the journey. So you might meet somebody, or you might already have somebody in your life or in your space, but sometimes it's hard for you to let your guard down. Again, very understandable. Because again, maybe for a long time you felt like this on the bottom. Maybe for a long time you have been in this like lonely state. So putting yourself out there to date again, you're like, I'm pretty much done with that shit. I don't think that's what I want right now. But there's something that's kind of pulling you possibly in that direction to go back into it. But I'm also getting this energy of people, again, focusing on their bag, right? Hustle mode. I'm getting like workaholics, or people who, I'm not trying to be mean or funny, but Spirit's telling me to say it. People who might be purposely masking that they really want to put themselves out there a little bit, but then they overwork and stuff like that, so they don't have to think about it. I am getting something like that. I've been there, done it. Yeah, so kind of get your mind off of it, like, oh, I would love to go out on a date or something, but don't know if I really want to go through that shit again, so I'm just gonna overwork myself. Like, and it's not intentional. You do it because out of self-preservation, which we just talked about. So, let's get a few more from here. We'll get some tarot to see a little bit more what to expect when it comes to love. Yeah, see? This aligns with exactly what I just said. So we have 3 cards that came out together. We have Rise Above, drama, obstacles, pettiness. That goes back to that gossip card. Maybe when, like, let's say, like in the past when you were dating, if, a lot of drama was surrounding your relationship, you're like, I don't want to repeat that pattern again. Again, understandable, right? But there must have been something that happened at the time, throat chakra energy, because like I'm having a hard time getting my words out. But there must have been something possibly for some of you at the time that made it really hard for you to kind of, not just move forward, but also like while you were in it, like the drama, the pettiness, arguments, things like that. But you had to rise above that and get out of that situation. Some of you physically moved to do so. Or it could be just, figuratively speaking, moving forward. But there is potential for something to come from all of this. Fulfillment, risk, achievement, your potential is limitless. So potential within yourself during this part of your journey, but also potential to happen to, come across true love actually too. And we also have anxiety, scared, and panicked, which I just talked about a second ago when I was talking about that moon energy that we saw, having to overcome that obstacle. Some of you might really benefit from the idea of journaling. Spirit might be calling you to do that, or that might be something that you've been doing. It says, write, process, contemplate, understand your sacred journey. So this is, this is a part of what needed to happen, right? In order for you to receive that gift of love at some point, possibly. You're preparing yourself for that harvest, right? That harvest, that cornucopia that we talked about earlier. And again, with that 11 on that card, even though it doesn't have scales on it, the number 11 does represent, balance in terms of, justice, karmic debts being paid and receiving your dharma. And as I say that, there's 5 people and 6 likes. Adds up to 11 as well. So how about that? All right, let's get maybe 2 or 3 more from here. And then we're going to look into the tarot. If you guys are resonating, let me know in the comments, or you can hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. I would greatly appreciate that support. I came on here on a whim. I had a very long day. Went to an event and stuff, and after because I ended up going to work, I wasn't supposed to, but I went to work at my first job and then just left a little bit early, and then I had to get ready for something. I was just like, oh my God, I'm so tired. But then when I came home, I was like, okay, I'm kind of feeling a little bit amped despite how tired I am. So something's told me to go on here, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. All right, so we have 2 cards that came out. It has split, or one says split energy, options, yeah. Unfocused, multitasking, decide what you really want. So that could be where you are right now, trying to figure it all out, right? Trying to understand where you are on this part of the journey. Because, maybe in the past you felt like, your relationships, you felt threatened in them possibly. Maybe you felt very unsafe in those relationships. You have embarrassed and appearances. Like you might have tried to keep things appearing to like look one way in your relationship, present as one thing, when on the flip side there was really something else completely different happening behind the scenes, and you wanted to keep that under wraps, possibly because of this card that we had here that was like crossing, which was the gossip card. So maybe trying to keep your business under wraps so people weren't talking about you. But yeah, you definitely had to move forward from it. I'm also getting this might be a time for you guys to do something fun. Maybe plan a vacation or a trip somewhere, even if it's just out of town for a little bit. Like, just something fun for yourself. We have hesitation here, which makes sense and goes right along with the theme that we're picking up on. Past heartbreak, broken trust, afraid to move forward. Yeah. Middle of the deck, we have journal again. So I'm also getting with that journal card, like not only journaling, like, you know, your overall thoughts and feelings about what you've been through and dating and all that stuff, but I'm also getting writing down, like being very intentional about what it is that you want when it comes to the partner that you would like to attract. That's a big part of manifestation. We talked about manifestation earlier too. So that would be possibly ideal for some of you. One more from here. That could be something that could be helpful. Like really just sitting down, being very concrete. You know, not wishy-washy about it. Like the traits and things that you would like to see in a partner. That's a great way to manifest. Girl, tell me about it. I'm like, how the hell did I get a raise? I'm still struggling. I feel like I'm having a harder time with my funds now than I was when I was making less. I'm making like $8 an hour more than I was prior. And I'm having a harder time making ends meet. I have no idea. And it's not because I'm spending more money. I looked over my budgeting and I'm just like, I don't know. I think it's because they changed the pay schedule at my job. Now I get paid semi-monthly. So it's like, it's, you know, on the, what is it, the 15th and the last day of the month. I don't like it. I prefer the every 2 weeks because it's some bullshit. I'm like, damn. Sometimes I feel like I don't see a damn check for like 3 weeks. I'm like, shit, I got bills coming up, man. All right. So we have racing, running, and avoiding. Yeah, you know, getting runner chaser dynamics here. Maybe some of you guys dealt with like a narcissist or like, you know, a false twin or something, or even an actual twin flame who, you know, there's a lot of, you know, runner chaser dynamic going on. And, you know, now you might be in this part of your story slash journey where you're the runner now. You're the one trying to like kind of, you know, avoid, you know, this whole dating thing, right? But we have fertility here on the bottom of the deck. This is going back to like that cornucopia card, right? The fruits of your labor. Fresh ideas manifest. Growth, plant your seeds. Ooh la la. If you're not trying to get knocked up, be careful. Or get someone pregnant. We have access granted, social media, fake profile, and hiding. So I don't know if someone's like watching you. Maybe a past person that you are like, I'm all done with that shit. Don't want no parts. But they might be watching you still. Yeah, because they still feel tied to you, and you might still feel tied to them too. We have grip in the middle of the deck, anchor, chains, and weighed down. I'm getting karmic lesson here for someone. Um, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna dive deeper into that because I want to know more about what's coming in for y'all for love. And please don't judge me, friends. But I am gonna sip on my little nippy nip. It's a Friday night. Don't mind getting me a little buzzy buzz. Nothing too crazy, look, see? Before I even start shuffling, what we got? Seven of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Yep, and this is because there was betrayals. Everything is fine. So that's like the same thing as the Ten of Swords, but in the reverse. So it could be a past person trying to, you know, make their way back in, but you're I just heard higher echelon. Like you're in a higher echelon right now in your life. And that main focus right now is on yourself, your overall growth, and your money. So this person could kick rocks with no goddamn shoes on. Just saying. They might come in to try to confuse you. Yeah, we're not playing those games. Absolutely not. Especially because they always want to come around like during holiday time too. I've noticed that, right? Yep, see, look. Six of Cups, the past try and come back and they're like, keep your guard up. Fuck that shit. One more shuffle. Spirit. Yeah, see, look. You might be seeing the number seven a lot, or like triple sevens, which is representing like good luck. So good luck to you. Now, how about this for talking about distance and choices and shit like that? Two of Wands here. So going back to what we were kind of saying before, for sure. Look, Empress, that's that fertility card we saw a little while ago from the other deck. Yeah, you guys are working on growing and expanding all on your own accord. You're not worried about nobody else, especially if they're coming in with some bullshit. You're like, no, thank you. You made a choice already, I feel, to get away from this person. I'm going to just kind of do whatever comes out with this one. And then I'm going to see what their true intentions are. I have a new deck that I haven't used on the channel yet. Um, yeah, let's see. Usually I do a spread, but I'm going to just kind of do whatever comes out with this one today. Or tonight. Tell us more. Thank you. Yeah, see, you guys are just working on yourself. Working on that, on, you know, your craft. Really career driven right now. Yeah, because, you know, you're still kind of dealing with the feeling of loss. Some of you, a lot of you, possibly, who end up watching this and resonating with this Five of Cups. You know, those 3 cups that are spilt over, right? Still might be focusing on that sometimes, but when you see right here, you got that 2 of Cups behind you that you're not paying attention to just yet, which could represent union. Yeah, possibly with a King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles and an Empress, okay? I'm kind of getting the King of Pentacles might have been the person that you're trying to detach from, but they might want to come in with communication. That's what I'm getting, yeah. They might be an earth sign. I know that resonates. Yeah, the left side of my nose started itching. That really might just be financially kind of, stable and stuff like that. Maybe a little flashy. I'm getting, yeah, something like that. Tell us more. Tell us more. We got a couple of cards. Oof. Yeah. All right. So, all right. I'm going to hold you guys. One of the things that might be causing an attachment to this person still, for those of you who are resonating with this message, because we got 2 cards that came out. I'm going to just tell you what I'm picking up on, okay? The devil. Very toxic. And it could also be talking about, like, just this really strong, like, attachment that you're trying to sever ties from. And it could be because of the dick or the vagina. Ace of Wands, the sex might be really good, and it's like it makes it that much more difficult to move forward. Like you might be straight, like you might be like, I'm good on this person, I don't want anything to do with them. And then sometimes you just be like, you might be feeling like the heat, and you're like, and you think about that person unintentionally, of course, and they just pop up in your head. And then it could be because there could be some type of soul contract or something there. That's not gonna be for everybody, but for some of you who resonate, that could very much be the case. And look, 4 of Pentacles on the bottom. So like for some of you, you might resonate with this idea that there's something that, you know, almost makes you feel drawn to this person still. Be careful with that. You have the Fool here. Don't make a foolish decision, right? Normally I pick up on that as just being like new starts, new beginnings, but in this case I feel like they're saying don't do anything foolish, because this person could come in trying to present as if there's this new person who wants, you know, to, you know, make changes and do something, blah blah, like make this work or all this bullshit. But then like they're just selling you a hope and a dream, but they really are there for something different. And again, for like the 4th or 5th time, and throat chakra now too. I have 7 of Wands here. So Spirit is just definitely a warning. They're like, look, do not let this person come into your energy and, you know, try to, you know, present in that way, because they have a few tricks up their sleeve. Like they definitely don't have the best of intentions. Let's get like 2 or 3 more from here. Like I said, they always come back around, try to right around the holiday time, or right when you're doing well in your life. Then all of a sudden they want to pop up, like, fuck out of here. Yep, 4 of Pentacles here again, officially on the spread now. Like there's this attachment. There's this, excuse me, this need to release and let go. For some of you, this person could be a Sagittarius, or you could be a Sagittarius. I'm also getting like, yeah, see, they're going to come in trying to like mind fuck you. And it's like Eight of Swords here, get you all in your head. And it's like, you know, they might try to present as if they want to make peace and harmony and balance with you and work on everything. And that's the thing. It's like, yeah, they want to come back together. There might be a third, you know, party involved too. Or there might have been a third party in the past that contributed to how this went down. Tell us more. Let's get one or two more from here. Yep, see? I've been picking up on this whole time. And now it's here officially. The Justice card. Balance. The scales are balancing. Yep. And this is the energy you guys are in. Some of you might have fire in your chart. This could just be the energy you're in right now. Very, very fiery energy. Very confident. Assertive. Queen of Wands. Yep. You're keeping your guard up. Protecting yourself, protecting your peace. You're somebody who's been through a lot, so you now can kind of see through the bullshit and be able to say, okay, well, as that bullshit is trying to approach me, I'm gonna block that. Yeah, you've closed out that cycle. It's done. I love that for you. One more. And then we're gonna see what this person's true intentions are. I mean, I think we can kind of figure it out already, but let's just see. Yeah, see, they're like, please don't get confused by this person with this Eight of Swords here, because this is somebody who's manipulative. Yeah, see, manipulative mentally. You know, they have like the gift of gab. They can talk and charm your panties right off. Be careful. Keep yourself protected and guarded against this person. Yeah. I keep getting like, I'm getting different energies, but like, I'm getting possibly a Sagittarius, but I'm also getting like a lot of like air sign energy too. They could have both in their chart, or they just know how to like present in these kind of ways where, you know, they're very fiery and passionate and all that, but then they're also like very like, they're a charmer and they really know how to get in your head. I'm getting both of those. All right, so let's see what this person's true intentions are. I'm going to read from the True Intentions deck, which I have not used on the channel yet. So let's see what's going on. See, look, you can't make this shit up even if you wanted to. Look, split the deck. First thing out, gossip. And we already had a gossip card earlier. We had more than one card that kind of was talking about gossip. You'll be eager to hear this, but beware. What I say about others could easily be said about you. So this person could even be like that type of person that goes around, you know, spreading rumors and lies and shit and saying, you know, things happened one way when it happened a whole different way. And listen. All right, so let's get like maybe 3 cards from here. And then we're going to move into the career and finance part. I hope you guys are resonating with the message. Hope it's making sense. Like I said, because it is a collective, you know, there will be some parts that, you know, resonate and some parts that don't. Perfectly fine. So just take the parts that do. Don't force it to fit if it doesn't. I just heard, if the glove don't fit, you must have quit. Johnny Cochran from the O.J. Simpson trial. But anyway, so on the bottom of the deck we have check-in. I want to catch up. See, that's that 3 of Cups we were talking about earlier. I want to catch up, make sure you're doing well, and see where we stand. So that's just right off the rip on the bottom. Like, we have that already. And anytime there's horns or sirens, then I know that's confirmation. So that's the energy this person's going to try to come in with, especially because it's the holiday season approaching. So they might come in very innocently, you know, like, hey, how are you? We should link up. Yeah, okay. Just be mindful of what their true intentions are, right? Hence why we're trying to get some feedback and insight about that. We have big favor. I'm looking for significant assistance and a large effort on your part. So this is probably how the relationship always was between you and this person. I don't think that it was ever balanced. And now this person is going to try to, ask for something out of you. They have regrets. I'm disappointed with how things went with us, and I wish I could change the past. That's here on the bottom. All right, let's get 2 or 3 more. I don't want to pull too many because that'll be too much different energies coming in. Could get a little convoluted. I'm getting like neutral energy too. Like this person, I'm getting one of two things about this person. They're either pretty well off on their own already, or they're the type where they present as if they're well off, but then they always mooch off of other people. But you would never know that's the type of person that they are. I dealt with somebody like that before, who I've never knew. And then we started dating, and he was constantly taking. All right, we have unfriendly. Keep your guard up. How many times did I say that throughout this reading so far? You can't make this shit up even if you wanted to. Keep your guard up. We aren't friends, and I may have a hostile attitude. I'm kind of getting like, let's say if you don't help them with whatever it is that they want from you, or you come off as like standoffish, they might be like, they might give you attitude, like you did something wrong, like you did some bullshit before and I severed those ties, or I'm trying to, and here you go trying to watch your ass back around, and I'm not, no, I'm good, I don't want any parts. you know 2 more. So we have big favor, and then we have small favor. I'm hoping you won't mind helping me with something minor. So for some of you, this person's going to come in making it like it's a small thing, but it's actually something pretty big. And for others, it's like, it's going to be like grandy. I'm getting like grandy. It's like, that's how this person is anyway. Like that's a part of their personality. One more from here. That's crazy. So it's like the thing with this person, like they don't even have any like intention to like try to like rebuild anything. Everything's like like they want something. It's very transactional. Um yeah, like kick rocks with no shoes on, for real. Get to stepping. Bad news. Unfortunately, there's something difficult I need to share with you. I'm getting this person might have financial issues or something. I don't know. Or some need a place to stay or some bullshit like that. Absolutely not. Bottom of the deck, support. I'm here to support and elevate you while expecting nothing in return. Bullshit. That's what they probably how you guys used to be towards them, and you're like, absolutely not. Amusement. I find your stories comical and your life a source of entertainment. So you might have a good sense of humor and make this person laugh or something like that. But where you guys might have shared a lot of good laughs together. But this is the thing about this person. All they offer is false promises. I will tell you what I think you want to hear, even if I know it's not true or attainable. So yeah, again, that's not an energy that you guys want here yet. It's very, very, very windy here in Connecticut right now, like super windy. And even with the windows closed, like I can feel the draft. And I don't know, but like I'm picking up on like some of you might be Fleetwood Mac fans, or this could just be a channeled song right now. But it starts with "Listen to the wind blow, watch the sunrise, run in the shadows, dim your love and dim your lives. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you saying you would never break the chain." So it's like, there's this, like I said, there's this attachment that has been severed, or you're working on severing it. And this person might come in with this energy of like, again, presenting as if they want something to come of this, but they have their own other type of intentions that have nothing to do with making this work. Just basically a time waster. No thanks. We're not playing those games, right? All right, so now we're going to move on to the career and finance part. I'll keep that part pretty brief. I think most of us usually know where we are kind of career wise, but it's nice to always kind of get a little insight, where that might be going. Um, like I did this exact same reading on myself a little earlier today. And like when I say early, I mean like in between things I had to do. Because I got out of work early and then I came home and yeah, took a breather and then I had to get to moving to the event I had to go to. But nonetheless, I was like, might be some drama in the workplace for me. Um, which makes sense because yeah, work at not I have two jobs. At the school, it's great. Tiring, but great. I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's always perfect because it's not. I work as a special education assistant teacher, and it's definitely rough at times. I'm definitely tired often, but excuse me, it's also very, very rewarding. My other job, on the other hand, bullshit. And there's a lot of drama already happening there. So when it showed up in the reading, for myself, I was like, ew. So that's the energy we on. Got it. All right. So here on the bottom of the deck, I'm gonna get like maybe 3 from this deck and 3 from the other deck I have. Um, it has in the flow. The universe is sending you help. Tap into your inner power and go deeper to create the purposeful life you really want to have. Okay, I like that. So kind of being in flow with, what it is that you would like to have be a part of your career and finances. So for instance, we did see this energy of, possibilities of moving forward from an occupation for some of you. Whether it's just, leveling up within your current position and getting like a raise or a promotion. For others, it could be like working in a new department. For others, it could be completely revamping everything, scrapping it all and starting from scratch at a new place. Um, but either way, making sure that I just heard influx with what it is that you feel on a soul level that you should be doing at this time. And that will shift and change, 4747, as I said, that um, adds up to 1111. Make a wish. Let's get a few from here. And then we saw adjacent possibilities too. We saw a few cards about like choices to be made, possibly the future. Plan for the future while living in the present. You are always supported by spirit. Your psychic abilities can bring you prosperity. Interesting. So some of you guys might have some spiritual gifts yourself. Might be readers or just, highly intuitive or something along those lines. And those gifts could be something that can be used down the line in your career field. That's pretty cool. So yeah, they're definitely just saying, it's okay to kind of focus on the future, but make sure that you are also living in the present because you don't want to, you know, overshadow what's happening currently by thinking too far in advance and too far ahead. I hope that makes sense. Um, might be seeing the number 3 a lot. I don't know if that resonates. Or like 3 and like multiples too. Not sure why that stood out to me. Spiritual work. Doing some inner work can help you get clear before you move on. Yeah. You will get insights into what work will best serve your needs. And that kind of goes right back to what I was just saying, making sure that whatever your career choices are at this time, they align with where you're trying to go. I'm also getting this might be a good time to, just like how I was talking about journaling during the love portion of this, you might resonate with the idea of doing that even for career too when it comes to manifestations. Um, Thinking about, the things that you would like to see within the workplace when you happen to step into that. Um, Very important to be able to do those kind of, like, you could even look that up online. Like there's like different exercises you can do that, you know, help you align yourself with the right career path, or know what to look for within a company, so that it aligns with your values and things like that. So you don't just pick jobs just to pick jobs. Um, Been there, done that, and that will always bite you on the ass later. So let's get one more from this deck. Thank you. Saving face. Yep. Mm-hmm. Did I not say that there might be something going on within the workplace, a little bit of drama or something like that, possibly with a boss? Saving face. You may need to grin and bear it to maintain respect and keep your job, or you need to smile and make nice to get the position you want. I was picking up on that way early in the reading, that there might be something within your job where you're gonna have to kind of, you're gonna really have to handle something with some grace. Trust me, not easy. Especially when you know you want to leave, but they're letting you know you are protected. You're on the bottom of the deck. You are protected. Um, you are being protected from deceit. I said that, or damn, I said that more than once. You're being protected from deceit and from situations that no longer serve you. Lie low for a while, and you will be shown the truth. Yeah, so something's about to go down for some of you at work, and it's going to, like, it might seem like, wow, this is some bullshit. What the fuck, blah blah blah, but it's almost like it's been a long time coming in. It's almost like you probably already knew this shit was gonna go down anyway, and now it's just more like it's just happening, and it's going to be right in your face, but you're going to have to be able to, save face, like they said, and just handle it with grace, and make your moves behind the scenes and do what's necessary, because there's definitely something that has to do with an authority figure. This is a different deck now that we're about to look into. I was picking up on authority even before. I wish I would have said it out loud, but I mean, I mentioned the word boss. But yeah, let's get like 3 from here. About unsteady. I'm a little unsteady. Um, I'm getting like wishy-washy energy. Like, I feel like I'm getting, for somebody, it's not gonna be for everyone, so take the messages as they resonate. But like, for somebody, when it comes to work, like, it's hard to leave because they might be the type of boss, or the company could be that type of company where, like, they know how to like pull on your heartstrings. Like they do just enough to keep you around for long periods of time. So every time you think about leaving, like, they could probably feel it, and they'd be like, "Oh no, you're not going anywhere." And then they do something nice, like, host an event or say something nice to you, and you're like, "Oh, they actually kind of respect me." And then it's right back to square one. It's like, scarcity tactic kind of thing. And excuse me, they give you like the bare minimum in the company that you might work for the person you might work for. But here you are constantly bending over backwards to try to, show your potential and things like that. And not getting the respect that you deserve. I'm getting something like that. Miscalculation on the bottom of the deck here. Taking responsibility for your mistakes is a good sign to start all over again. Learn from the lessons and use them for better judgment. I could resonate with that for sure. um, So some of you might need to work on, like, maybe budgeting a little bit better or something like that. That's not going to be for everybody. All right, let's do like 3 from here. Ooh, okay, what we got? Assistance. There are some resources you have overlooked that would help you resolve your financial issues. Someone is willing to help you to recover. So I'm not sure if there's anybody who's going through some financial, like, loss. I did see, before I actually started shuffling, in one of the decks that I started with, I think it might have been the second deck, um, I saw financial constraints from this deck, but I didn't really think anything of it at the time. So some of you might be going through, I'm getting like maybe issues with like credit card debt and stuff like that. And there's a lot of like recovery programs and stuff out there. that can help with that kind of stuff. There's also like financial advisors and stuff like that that can help with budgeting and stuff like that. There's even apps that you can use to help with stuff like that if you don't want to go through like a bank to help you with stuff like that. But I'm getting like, financial advisors. I'm getting um, debt relief. I'm getting um, even business planners. Like people can help you plan a business. Like this is all, very abstract. It's gonna be different for everybody, but I'm getting like different things. um, Conflict on the bottom of the deck. Be careful with whom you deal with. Anything related to your finances, there could be some misunderstanding with someone about money. I'm getting more so that could probably be about the stuff going on at work, honestly. All right, let's get a couple more from here. Thank you. Connections. Okay. Teamwork makes the dream work. I love saying that. It's one of my favorite things. Allowing others to share their talents and skills with you will help your career and business grow further. So I'm getting like networking basically. This might be a time to network with the right people. Maybe that's why assistance is there too. Meeting the right people who can help connect you with other people and things along those lines. Working together. We have clever here on the bottom of the deck. I don't even think I've ever seen this card before. Working smart gets the work done. Focus on the basics to get better solutions. Sometimes you just need to keep it simple. Yeah. Keep it back to the basics kind of thing. One more. Hopefully this is making sense and or resonating. And Unsteady is here again. And I keep hearing that song. I'm a little unsteady. Feel like don't let go. Nature. It's time to enjoy the nature around you. If you feel anxious about a situation in your life or career, take a walk to clear your head and be healed. Interesting. Because I talked about some anxiety earlier. Ironically enough, like all of a sudden I started like probably within the past few minutes I started feeling like kind of nauseous. Some of you might get nauseous when you're anxious. I know I do. So if that's something that makes sense and resonates with you, let me know. Cause like I'll go from being perfectly fine, but if I get super nauseous, then like I like the pit of my stomach, like it's like all of a sudden I just don't feel so well. So some of you might be dealing with something like that. So taking a deep breath outside and doing some breath work, I'm getting something like that. I know the weather for a lot of us is starting to change, especially if you're like on the East Coast. Um, but before it gets too crazy, this might be a good time to start, maybe doing like some grounding outside. Lucky you, I like that. I talked about seeing the number 7 earlier too. Um, this is your lucky time. Things are turning in your favor. Take advantage of this opportunity and make the most of it. Nice, nice. So things are about to start looking up. We have determination. I'm getting don't give up though, because it was technically in the reverse. Consistency is the key to achieving your goals. Keep doing what works well for you. Don't quit when you're tired. Quit when you're done. So being that that was in the reverse in the middle of the deck, I think Spirit is just kind of giving you like a hint, like a little bit of a nudge there, and saying like, don't forget, you got this. um, you might feel sometimes like deterred a little bit, but they want you to remember that you've got this. Which deck do I want to use? Let's go with this one. I haven't used it yet. I just got this deck, I believe, yesterday, and I like it. Um, just for some like spiritual insight to close out the reading. Um, I think this, yeah, I think this is the one. Because I was like, I had brought a deck over here already to be prepared, but then was like, I don't feel as connected to that deck as I did initially. I felt connected to something else. So let's do that. All right, so this deck is called the Inner Temple. So this is like inner guidance that helps you along your journey. Um, so I'm gonna read it intuitively. I'm not gonna read from the guidebook, but usually the ironic part is like I'll pick up a message from cards and not look at the book, and then like when I decide to do so, my my intuitive message is like exactly the same. So 9 times out of 10, they just word it very, very nicely. All right, so we have here on the bottom, Chamber of Soul Gifts. Look at that. Wow. So we talked about gifts before, right? Yeah, psychic abilities. We talked about the card gift literally had came out too. So, your own, gifts that you possess and being able to start utilizing them. Whatever those gifts may be, they really want you guys to start honing in on that. Tell us more. What does the collective need to know for some last spiritual guidance messages to close out? I might pull from one more deck. We'll see. So I think that this probably would be it. Create some space. Yeah. It's a time to create space for yourself, for what you need, your wants, your desires. I'm getting like even cleansing your space, like, you know, doing some deep cleaning, throwing things away that you no longer use or need, donating things with everything that's been going on in this country, we in the world in general, really. There's so much stuff happening where this could be a great time for us to be able to, you know, create our own safe space by also helping others. I sound like a straight up hippie right now. Like I smoked some weed today. I did not. I wanted to, but I never got around to it. And look what's on the bottom. And I talked about this before. Aligned versus misaligned on the bottom here. We talked about being in alignment, right? So that whole energy of, whatever, no longer serves your highest good, being able to, remove those things, to create space for the things that you want to bring in. Very interesting. Let's get 2 or 3 more from here. This is a nice deck. It's a very intuitive deck because, like I said, I could read from the book, but I don't feel the need to do that. Chamber of Surrender. So yeah, letting go, releasing. Again, going back to what's no longer good for you. Getting a sense of enlightenment as you release the things that no longer serve you. It's giving me like hangman energy. The in between, yeah, it's like you're in between 2 different worlds in a way. When it comes to the journey that you are currently on, I'm getting like this energy of seeing past the veil with how the card looks, right? She has like a veil, and then like her third eye is like very, very lit up. We talked about the third eye chakra earlier. Using your intuition to be able to, have that as her foreshadow. Interesting. To be able to foreshadow what's to come by using your intuition. Interesting. It's almost like what can happen, what can come towards you. It's just a matter of actually, taking those steps to do it. Yeah, see, it's out here again, officially on the spread now. Aligned and misaligned. One more. I really like this deck. I have a few of this I guess you would say the artiste slash writer. Like I have a few of her decks. I like her stuff. The Holiest Temple, which is funny because we saw earlier from the another deck, the Temple Path. Yeah, it's like, that temple is all lit up for you. The path is lit up for you. And you're going towards this sense of It says holiest. I like that there. But like this sense of going towards, where the light is. Ironically, my girl Lati, she was talking about like going towards the light versus the dark. Very interesting because I just kind of heard her voice while I was trying to get that message out. Um, Deeper than before, yeah, turning that light inward, finding that light within self. For some of you, the main chakras that might need some work are maybe the crown, the heart, and the sacral. I'm getting something like that for some of you. I'm also getting like DNA upgrade type shit too. Some of you guys might have been feeling like absolute fucking shit as of lately. Like your whole body's just like feeling crazy. And it's because there's like this upgrade happening in yourself. I'm getting like, the ending of like Dark Night of the Soul energy for somebody. Chamber of inspiration, I like that. So you guys might be feeling a lot more inspired or about to start feeling a lot more inspired soon, hopefully. um After being in a place of like a little bit of darkness, I'm getting, yeah, see, look, letting go versus holding on, right? you know there's certain things that we definitely want to hold on to, and one of those things could be our sense of I'm getting like our sense of integrity, things like that. But letting go of the things that, no longer serve us, such as, negative ways of thinking, negative patterns and behaviors, beliefs, um, negative things around us that no longer serve us as well. So on and so forth. Severing those ties. Right. I do feel drawn still to read from this last deck, but I think I'm gonna just pull maybe one or two from here. It is 111 as I'm saying this. Oh wait, hold up. What? And I just put it too. It's 111, and what's today's date? 11/1. Whoa, holy shit! That's crazy. Whoa, I just got goosebumps on that one. Especially because, like, I look up and what did you just type? The same goddamn thing. That's crazy as hell. Wow. Excuse me. It's funny because I saw the speaking up card when I split the deck initially. Now, up here burping. So there might be something that y'all need to say to somebody. Speak your mind, girl or boy. All right, what we got? Generosity. Giving from your heart with no strings attached is what's needed right now. I'm also getting like, okay, it's okay to be generous, but like, let's say if you've actually been so overly generous that you've like depleted yourself, this is also time to receive. Um, Being able to get back what you pour out, very important, I feel. And I was saying something before about you might be seeing the number 7 a lot. The number on there was 77. I'm also getting like changing your perspective about something. We talked about change earlier, but I'm getting that as well. Changing your perspective of what equal give and take looks like in your relationships, maybe. All right, let's get like one or two from here to close out for real this time. This was a good one. I'm happy I went on because I was like, damn, I'm kind of tired, but I felt kind of wired at the same time. It was like this really weird energy. Like my body is physically tired, but I felt like, ooh, I really should go on. And I'm happy I did. You can't make this up even if you wanted to. You have surrender here again in a different deck. Two cards came out, by the way. Let me just show you guys what they are. So we have surrender. Release and surrender all control and let nature take its course here. And they definitely go. And I did say earlier you might be seeing the number 3 because I saw it like in my mind's eye basically. Um, yeah, there's something weighing like heavy on you guys, like that you have to let go of. Something like super close to your heart. whether it's a person or something, but whatever it is, it's like the thing is like when you let this go, a lot of things are going to resolve, but it's up to you to make that conscious effort and choice. You have resolve here. This is a period of indecision and inner conflict, and it's time to make a decision. You have to make a decision because by holding on to something that you know no longer serves you, you're causing in a way your own stagnation and stuck energy. And I get it, trust me. Especially when it comes to my other job. I bring it up a lot on here. Sorry. Um, it's one of those things like when you've been doing like when you get so complacent, sometimes you stay in situations that you know are no longer good for you. But again, because of complacency and comfort, it's I'm gonna put air quotes around that part, comfort. um you stay, and it's like, but it's not good, and it's like, don't keep putting yourself in situations that are not good for you and staying there. You have restlessness. Find a way to calm the waters of your mind. Yeah, might be seeing the number 5 a lot, but yeah. Oh shit, when I looked up it was like all ones, all the way across. We have support team on the bottom. Wait, what? Spirit's funny. They're like, okay, the energy is getting really drab and like, getting a little bit too much. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, I heard the word monotony. Monotonous. They're like, say something funny. Okay, I got y'all. Do y'all remember Twerk Team? We're talking like 10, 15 years ago. Those girls that like were like the originators of twerking. Technically, they were not the originators, but they were really popular on YouTube. And all the girls used to try to twerk like them. Spirit's fucking funny. Like this says support team, but I don't know why I heard twerk team. And me and my friends, we used to try to twerk. Oh my god, I never had no ass, so like it never really worked out for me. But some of my friends were able to do it pretty well. But we would cut up right before, and there were no cut waters back then. We just get fucked up on whatever we had. And I remember I would make some strong ass drinks for us, and we take shots of all kind of shit. And then like we would watch the twerk team videos and try to twerk, and then we would go out clubbing. Yeah, that shit's wild as fuck. Okay, Spirit, I see what you did there. They're like, let's break it up a little bit. Let's make people laugh. All right, so support team, twerk team. 2 minds are better than 1. 3 minds are better than 2, and 4 minds are unstoppable. Well, I will say this, as my girl Veronica from Aya Inspired Tarot is here. I know that she's a part of my support team, and I'm very grateful for her, Lati, and so many other people that are a part of the tribe, people who pop in on here all the time. Super grateful. Um, and I'm looking forward to more collaborative readings in the near future. So you guys be on the lookout for that, because I did one with Lati last week, which was really fun. Aya did one with Lati as well a while back, and that was awesome. I was just like, oh my god, I was so inspired, no pun intended. And I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. So I would love for us to do like, all 3 of us do a collaborative one day. That would be so cool, with my sisters. But yeah, so that's definitely yeah. As my phone went off at the same exact time as I said that, yeah, that needs to be done. we gotta we gotta plan that out, because we have spiritual growth here. We can help people grow. We could grow within ourselves and as a collective, right? As a a spiritual and support team. You are currently experiencing a lesson required for your spiritual evolution. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely have that for sure. Yes, that would be so cool. That would be so cool. We have the journey here. It's a nice way to kind of round up the message, I feel like, because that was a card that came up more than once. And we talked about this being a part of the journey. You are learning that every challenge you face has a hidden gift inside. You can't make it. Those cards came out together. I kid you not. Look. Oh my gosh. Journey and gift is on this. Oh my god, how's that for synchronicity? I'm done with this reading. I'm all done. Those came out together earlier. Oh my goodness. Like they were on the spread together. Like that's why I was able to just pick them up so easily. Like that's crazy. All right, spirit, y'all done, y'all did y'all thing on that one. Okay. Yep, we get it. Get it, got it, good. All right. With that said, guys, thank you so much for tapping in. Wow. I'm speechless. I'm always, yapping away, but no, I'm speechless right now. Like that was wild. That was wild as fuck. But okay, so let me wrap this up. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys, and I'm very thankful for you guys popping in, especially for a late night reading, which I don't typically do, but I really felt inclined to do so, and I'm happy I did. Um, so I hope you guys got something out of this. I hope that you got the messages that you were meant to receive at this time for your highest good for the month of November, or whenever you end up watching, even if it's down the line. So maybe I'll pop in again tomorrow. We shall see. But again, if you're new, subscribe, like, hit the like button, all that stuff, the notification bell, all those things that help support the channel. And for those of you who've been rocking with me for a while, like I said earlier in the reading, thank you for the continued support. And yeah, so until next time, my lovies, you guys have a great night and you take care of yourselves. So until next time. Mwah!